do story time on how I got caught cheating 2 years ago in 2022. Y'all probably like, why are you telling us about this? From all the way from 2022. I was a Cook County Sheriff Correctional Officer at 2600 in California. And this shit was just so crazy, y'all. Like, the me cheating, like, ruined my fucking life. I ain't gonna say it. Like, this is like story time that's gonna lead all the way up until me going to jail and everything. Like, I'm just gonna start this shit. I'm not finna do everything tonight. I'm just gonna start off on how I got caught cheating. I'm gonna inform y'all, I have ADHD. So I might go in and out from this one thing to another, but it's all gonna come back together. Just stay with me. But so I was with this nigga that kept cheating on me. I kept catching him cheating on me. I was just, just doing everything in my power to just love on him, and he just would not get it right. When I get it right, I'm trying my hardest to be loyal. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bitch that cheat back. Like, I know that's not the right thing to do. I know you should just really just if a motherfucker doing you wrong, you should just get up and leave. Especially with a nigga. Like, one thing about it, if you cheat on a nigga and you get caught, a nigga ain't gonna let you hear the last of it. He gonna disrespect you. He will never have respect for you. Even if he love the fuck out of you and don't want to let you go, he will never respect you again. So if you gonna cheat on a nigga, never get caught. So my dumb ass got caught, and this is why I don't cheat, because I don't know how to cheat. I don't know how to entertain more than one person. And then I was dealing with a motherfucker that, even though he was cheating, he gave a fuck about me. Like, he knew me inside and out. So it was just crazy how he caught me. He caught me so motherfucking fast, y'all. Like, so motherfucking fast. Like, I didn't even get a chance to really do shit with the nigga for real. So, basically, this had happened. So I basically got to a point where, like, I'm just gonna start talking to niggas. I'm the type of bitch that'll leave a nigga, well, basically cheat on a nigga and hop in a whole new relationship. I ain't gonna leave a nigga and then go get I'm a relationship type of girl. I don't believe in healing. Once I'm done with your ass, because for one, I'm already be mentally gone for a long time. So once I'm done with your ass, I'm a family a nigga that I really, really like, fall for him, and hop in a relationship with him. That's the type of bitch I am. So I pretty much ended up finding somebody I really, 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 really like. So it was just like, one day I was just like, I'm just tired of this nigga. So it was so many niggas kept trying to talk to me in the county, but I just would not get them the time of the day at all. Like, I wouldn't look at their ass. It's just like, y'all cringe. So, one day, some shit went down on my tier. When some shit go down your tier, you gotta call all available or 1010, whatever. All the officers gonna come running to the tier. Now, I ain't never seen this nigga before. This nigga come, he was the main one ready. That's why I know. I was just about to say something. Let me shut the fuck up. I'm talking too much. But he was like ready, just like ready to knock a motherfucker out for me. So basically, after an incident happened on your tier, you have to do a report. So I ended up going down the hall and doing a report. Now, this was my first time having to do a report. I never did a report, so I need help. So I look up from the computer. The first person I see straight ahead at a tier, in his tier, well, outside of his tier, I'm like, you, come here and help me with this report. He helped me with the report. And it's like, from that day forward, like, he was coming to my tier, checking up on me, and it was just like, something about him. Like, couldn't no other nigga in there get my attention, but he was just like, I like you. So, we instantly connected and instantly just planned a date. My stupid is, I was doing hella 16s. So I basically told my nigga that I was going in on my off day. But what I fucked up at is getting my hair done. And it's really my fucking goofy ass stylist. My stylist the reason why I got caught. Bitch, you the reason why I got caught, because she was supposed to do my hair the day before. So because the plan was gonna leave and be gone the whole entire fucking day. So, or matter of fact, no, the bitch was supposed to do my hair early as fuck and ended up having to do it later. So now my day started later than it was supposed to. So now it's giving my nigga time to be like, this bitch can't be going to do no overtime. Why this bitch getting so motherfucking cute? I got so motherfucking fine that day. Woo! He like, why this bitch? It was like something. He was like, let me see your location, share your location with me. Like, he just was suspicious. It was like he was having a woman's intuition. So I just still on some player shit, like let him get the location because I knew what I was finna go to do. And like when it comes to the county, you really don't supposed to have your phone in the county. So basically what I did was I took all my uniform with me. I went and got ready at my auntie house. My auntie lived up the street from the county. So I changed there. I talked to him up until I got to the county and parked my car. I leave my work bag in the backseat. This is why I fuck up at. I'm so motherfucking stupid. I really fucked up at where I parked at. I should have fucking parked in one of the other parking lots where you where it's not open. I parked in the county parking lot that was open. So I parked my car. I basically put my phone in an armrest so he can think I'm at work all day. So I didn't have my phone at all because in his head, I gotta be in a county without my phone anyway. So he see my location. So it's like, nigga, I'm at work. But again, it's like he had a woman's intuition. So I'm out all day. Basically, I'm gone on this date all day. We done did multiple things, whatever we did. And I made it like I was on the whole shift. So I made sure I was back to my car by 11 o'clock. I get to my car. I'm so motherfucking stupid, y'all. I get in my car and I grab my phone. My nigga basically had been texting and calling me all day. He was saying, I miss you. He was sending me stuff he wanted me to buy him. All type of stuff. So he was just making it seem like he was just cool. Next thing you know, I'm driving. I feel air. The windows is up. Why I feel, bitch, I look back, the back seat of my motherfucking window busted. And then I'm looking like, what's going on? I look back and I see my motherfucking work bag is gone. I knew right then and there this nigga caught me. He came up to the motherfucking county, busted the motherfucking window out, took my work bag, just basically letting me know, like, bitch, you caught. You can't even lie about it. Like, you can't lie about it. So I just knew. So I'm like, fuck that. I ain't finna go. I told him, I get the text from him, like, I'm not stupid. You know what's going on. I'm not finna come to the house because I know you finna want to fucking fight. I had a nigga that, like, shit, if I catch your ass cheating, we fighting. I ain't gonna lie. We was some fighting motherfuckers. If I caught him cheating, I was beating his ass. He wasn't beating my ass, but he was the type of nigga that shit. If I catch you cheating, I might just beat your ass. So I didn't take my ass to the house. I went to my auntie house. Now, my dumb ass forgot that I was still sharing the location. He didn't know where my auntie lived. Next thing you know, this nigga come popping up. Oh, shit. Call my mama. I'm like, I got to go get my stuff from the house because we was living together. So I'm like, I'm just finna go on and go pack all my stuff. So, he like, nah, just stay. Let's talk about it. I'm like, nah, I'm scared, y'all. I just know if I go in that house and he was just gonna beat my ass. I'm scared. So I ended up going to my mom's house for that night. And then he kept calling me all night. Matter of fact, I ended up talking to him the whole night. And then, you know, it's crazy how all it takes is to basically, when a nigga steady playing with you, play with his ass back, G. Because sometimes that shit'll get a motherfucker to act right. But it can turn out bad too. He might not never respect your ass again. He might love the fuck out of you, not let your ass go, but he gonna disrespect the fuck out of you. Because that's what pretty much ended up happening. He ended up sitting his ass the fuck down for a while. See what I mean? ADHD. I'm going off into some other shit. Let me go back. So I ended up going, I had to work the next day. So before I had to go to work, I ended up going back to the house. We ended up talking about it. He crying, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm sorry. Because I never seen him like show that he really cared like that. It was just like, wow, you telling me that's all I had to do? So, after that, I ended up going to work. We ended up, we had to just keep talking about it. I ended up staying with him, telling him I was going to stop talking to the nigga. Now, my stupid ass, I stopped talking to the nigga. Me and my nigga, we was just basically like on some lovey-dovey shit for the rest of the week. Like, he just doing everything to, you know, wine and dining me. I'm just loving this energy. Now, next thing you know, I go back to work the following week. And I'm trying to basically talk it out with the other nigga that I was supposed to cut off. So, matter of fact, let's just stop it right here and then we're going to do the part 2. Hold on, y'all. I need some water because this shit is crazy. So we on part 2. how I got caught cheating, and it led to me going to jail and losing my job as a Cook County Sheriff Correctional Officer at 2600 in California. So I left off on how basically for a week straight after he called me, we was on some lovey-dovey stuff. He was whining and dining me. It's just like I said in the last video, it's just crazy how that wasn't my first time hearing that. I heard from previous friends and stuff that basically when a nigga catch you cheating, they end up basically sitting the fuck down and treating you how you want to be treated. But like I said, it can go left. So basically he was whining and dining me, just doing whatever to just kiss my ass, make sure I stay with him and don't go be with the other nigga, because that's my assumption. Of course I didn't cut communication completely from the nigga. I just was focused on my relationship that week. So the following week when I went to work, me and him ended up doing a double, and we was working in the same was we working in the same? No, we wasn't working in the same. We just was talking. We just was at work doing a double together. I was in Division 3 Annex and he was in RTU, and I had enough respect for him to basically want to have a conversation to explain to him we couldn't talk no more. That's how much I liked him, because I don't explain shit to no nigga. If I don't want to talk to you no more, I just stop talking to you. But I ain't gonna lie, I really liked him, so I felt like I owed him an explanation. So we ended up agreeing to go on lunch together during our second part of the shift or whatever. So we ended up going to lunch together. But before we went to lunch, of course, I'm in a space where I'm having to talk to my nigga all the time, because now he don't trust me because I work with the nigga that he just called me cheating with. So we had got to a point where we just talking every day, all day. So that specific day that I wanted to go to lunch and talk to him, I knew I was gonna have to explain myself to my nigga, so I had to come up with a lie so he wouldn't be on my ass with me having going on my lunch. So I went on lunch and I ended up telling him that my phone was finna die, so I'm gonna end up just sitting in the break room and eat my food or whatever. So basically when I got off the phone with him, I put my phone on airplane mode to make it seem like my phone was dead. I'm just steady doing shit and it's not working. So I ended up going on lunch we ended up going in his car and sitting in the back of the county parking lot. He got tent on his car. We just talking about I'm basically telling him we can't talk no more or whatever. We could just still be cool co-workers and this and that. So lunch over with, we heading back to the building. As we both walking, I'm happy-go-lucky, smiling and shit. I'm always smiling and shit. Now, here goes a car that I don't know of. I don't see his pickup truck. I see a red car and this motherfucker come hopping out the car. Oh shit, I instantly stopped walking. I'm like, oh shit, I'm caught again. But I'm not, in my head, I'm like, I wasn't just doing that. But in what he see, he like, bitch, you still cheating on me. And he ain't wrong, because I would have thought the same thing. So, what's so crazy? So, the nigga I'm with, he's still walking towards the building, but they ended up crossing paths. So they ended up shaking my nigga ended up shaking his hand on some player shit you ain't even got shit to do with this. This is my bitch. So he still go to the building or whatever. Now I get to running backwards and shit I'm sorry. I knew you ain't cut that nigga off. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I really did cut him off. We was just talking. Da, 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 da. So we had a little mini tussle. He ain't really going on. I was ducking and dodging and shit. So he ended up going to the car just, hurt. And I'm running to the car, reaching through the window. I'm like, I'm sorry. He like, you was in that car sucking that nigga dick. I'm like, what? Nigga, I ain't even fucked the nigga yet. So I ended up calling the nigga while he in the job. I'm like, he's talking about I sucked your dick. Can you tell him I didn't suck your dick? Why the fuck this nigga gonna say we grown? What you, what me, what him, what all y'all gonna think when a motherfucker say that? She sucked his dick. Why the fuck? That was some nigga shit right there. Just to piss a nigga off, cause he ain't get no fuck. This ain't my relationship. I don't get no fuck. So I'm blue, cause now to this day he's still stressed that I sucked that nigga dick in the backseat of the car, in the back in the parking lot of the county. And it was so crazy, he said that shit out loud to the point the other officers heard it, that it went around the fucking county. Motherfuckers gossiping around the county talking about I was sucking dick in the back of the motherfucking county. I ain't even fucking down the following year. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me see, I'm talking too much. But nah, I ain't did nothing sexually with him yet. We ain't even really get a chance to do shit. I got caught so motherfucking fast. Cause when we went on our first date, we ended up planning another date. But I got caught the same day. So, at this point, the trust issues is out the door. He don't trust me for shit. Now, I ended up leaving work early because I'm like, I gotta fight for my relationship. I'm sorry, babe. He still took me back, you know. We was like going through it. It was a lot of crying going on. I had to constantly prove that I wasn't fucking around with him, because at this point, he don't even want me to work the job no more. Because he like, bitch, you going to this job and this nigga work at this job. Ain't no way I can trust that you ain't fucking with this nigga no more. And he ain't wrong. So now I'm having to talk to him all day, share my location every day. Now, let's just end that. At this point, I'm not even talking to the nigga no more. Now I'm having to prove myself to my nigga. Now he asked for a baby. He actually asked for the baby like when I first got caught cheating, and we instantly started working on the baby. Then I got pregnant the following month. We found out I was pregnant. He had promised me like, look, we could start our family. I want you to stay at home for a year or two and raise our baby. He got my dumb ass falling for the little fairy tale like, yes, babe, I'ma have your baby. And now we have a beautiful 1-year-old today. But go back. This nigga had a plan for me. This nigga basically got me pregnant to walk me like a motherfucking dog, as if he ain't already walked me like a dog before. Like, nigga, that was my lick back. How the fuck is you trying to get another lick back? But let me go see ADHD because I'm doing too much. It was still other shit that transpired. So basically, because that same year, I ended up going to jail and losing my job. All this shit happened in like June. The cheats happened in June. We was going through it for months. You know, we was loving on each other, but, you know, the trust issues was fucked up. So I'm having to constantly prove myself. His family didn't fucking like me. So we going through that type of shit because he, you know, having to, you know, fight with the fact that, you know, he can't bring me around because they don't fucking like me. And now he having to choose me. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm pregnant. I get to a pregnancy stage where I can't please him sexually because the baby just did not want me to have sex. So I'm going through that. He thinking I don't want to be with him because I'm not having sex with him. He thinking I'm still fucking with the nigga in the county. I'm like, nigga, I'm pregnant as fuck. How the fuck am I? Why would I still? But he had every right to still believe I was an ain't shit ass bitch. So long story short, I had still had trust issues with him. So I don't know what happened. Like, so much happened that all I could really say is we had got to a point where one day, you know, he was on some like, I just want you to trust me. You can have the password to my phone. So of course, when a nigga give you the password to the phone, at this point, he done deleted everything, got the phone. But when I get off work, I ain't have to work the next day. Some told me, I'm like, I don't want to have this baby G. Like, I don't trust to have this nigga, baby. I think he's still just out here doing all type of shit. So one night I get off work and I go through the phone just to see if he, you know, I feel like when a motherfucker delete shit, they always forget something to delete. So I'm like, let me go searching for what he might have probably fucking forgot to delete it. So, you know what? Let me stop it right here at this point and then start on part 3. Hold on, y'all. Let me get these big ass lips together. Like, these lips require me to constantly put lip gloss on them. But, so we on part 3. And where I left off at, I was saying, basically I went through his phone. I was just trying to see, because if I would have found some shit, I was going straight to the Parenthood. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I ain't got time for no hoe getting up on here. Yes, I'll kill a baby so motherfucking fast if a nigga ain't shit. But I'm thankful for my daughter. So I basically went through the phone, and of course, like I said, I ended up finding shit shit that he didn't delete. I ended up seeing text messages of a bitch hair that I did, telling this bitch to pull up. They was planning to have sex while I was doing my 16. That bitch was doing his big one while I was doing my 16-hour shifts. Little bitch hair that I did, and a little bitch be dick riding my baby. Ooh, don't get me started. Ooh, don't get me started. There's so many hoes that don't even know I know they was fucking with my nigga. Like, it's crazy. And let me stop saying my nigga because I'm single. But basically, I ended up seeing some shit. Them he planning to have sex. The girl told her, make sure you have a condom. All that type of shit. Then I ended up seeing a bitch from my hood, a fat bitch from my hood, sucking his dick for $150, y'all. What's so crazy? We weren't friends, but it was like, hey bitch, hey bitch, hey bitch, you pretty bitch type shit. Like, whole time, you know, when she'd be in the barbershop with her kids and shit, getting her kids haircut, getting her hair did about her status in the shop, you would think they didn't know each other. The whole time this bitch been sucking his dick, getting money from him, all type of shit. I was fanning shit. Then I go through the family group chat, the family talking about me, all type of shit. So I'm going through this shit while he sleep. This is like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Y'all, I ain't go to sleep when I got off work. I got off work at 11 o'clock. I didn't go to sleep that night. I was on a mission to confirm if I was gonna have this baby or not. So I went through the phone. I was going through the phone all night. I'm getting heated, y'all. I was a crash out. I was a crash out. A fucking crash out. I had planned it out so well, and I'm so glad that I think too. Like, I'm a thinker too. Like, I'm a crash out, but I think a little bit. So I text my brother, like, come get my son. Like, my son was in the house. I just knew it was finna go up. My brother come get my son around 7 in the morning, y'all. I was on bullshit good. You know, my brother already be out hustling, all type of shit. Like, come get my son. Now, as soon as my son leave, get your ass up. Get the fuck up. It all hell broke. All motherfucking hell broke, y'all. It went left in that bitch. It went left to the point I was starting shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I started texting the sisters, saying I was gonna beat their ass. I was texting his brother girlfriend, telling her they was talking about her. She get to calling them, getting into it with them. Now the brother comes to the house. The brother get on some tough shit with me. A whole bunch of shit transpired that when the brother left, me and him got the tussling. Me and my nigga got the tussling. We got the tussling. He was the type that he couldn't stand. I was a bitch that'll break some shit. We had an 85-inch TV. He paid $3 for that bitch. He was so motherfucking blue. I threw the motherfucking cable thing through that bitch and broke that bitch. He was so blue, he didn't get no fuck. We finna fight. We got to fighting. This motherfucker gets me on the couch and sits on top of me. And now, mind you, my gun out. This motherfucker get a hold to my gun and call the motherfucking police and lie on me and say that I was holding the gun up to him or whatever. He was just pretty much mad that I broke the TV or whatever. He went too far. He took the situation too far to the point that when I sit and think about it, I could have left the situation and it wouldn't have got far. But I was so heated that I didn't even think to leave the house. Like, I had time to leave the house. I let him call the police on me. The police get there. I'm 13 weeks pregnant already, so it's just like, what the fuck am I running for? I'm just in a wow that he even called the police on me. And he called them 3 times. So you tell them it's a gun out, them motherfuckers gonna come running. So, they get there so motherfucking fast. I get in straight protection mode, y'all. I get in straight protection mode that, like, even though, you know, I'm mad at him about what he did, we just fought, all that, I'm like, put the gun down, because I'm thinking about how left it can go with him still having a gun in his hand and the police walk up. We know how shit can go left. Put the gun down. Like, he was so mad that he just wanted me to go to jail. Like, bitch, if you don't leave this house, you finna go to jail. So, police get there. By the time the police get there, he heard what I was saying. Now, Mandra, I got my mama on the speakerphone. I'm telling her, like, he done called the police. He told them I got the gun on him. It was just crazy, y'all. It was just so fucking crazy. It was like my life flashed before my motherfucking eyes and I lost everything just in a split of second. So they come. Now, mind you, I didn't know that they take the person to jail based off who got the visible bruises. So he had bruises all over him, and they already hold me to a higher standard, and they feel like I'm trained to fucking basically do something to him. So they believed everything he said. And then also it was crazy. The police, CPD, was against me. They was out there trying to encourage him to send me to jail. And I'm telling them, I'm trying to explain to them what happened. They ain't trying to hear shit. I'm half naked. I got on a shirt, no panties, no nothing. Next thing you know, they out there talking to him. Them motherfuckers walk in the house, start grabbing my hands. I instantly got to screaming, hollering, crying to my mama. Like I was so fucking hurt, y'all. Like I was screaming, like, "Ma, they is really fucking putting handcuffs on my hands." Like I was screaming so fucking hard. I couldn't believe this was happening to me, y'all. I couldn't believe this was happening to me, y'all. So I ended up letting them put the handcuffs around me. Then I told them I was pregnant, so they ended up putting it back in front of me or whatever. So they helped me put on some shorts because I was naked. So they started walking me down. He outside, he's standing next to his sister, and I'm screaming his name. You gonna do this to me? You can't do this to me. And I'm so proud of myself because normally when I tell this story, I like literally bust out in tears. Like it's like I'm living a moment all over again, because even though I'm laughing about this shit, that shit crushed me. Y'all don't know what it took for me to get that job. And I still to this day don't even blame him, because at the end of the day, you have to take accountability. Even though he put me in that position to want to go to tweak out, if I would have gained enough control and told myself this shit not worth it, I'm in the position I'm in, there's no reason I should be acting like this, doing this. If I would have just walked away from the situation, knowing I didn't want to be with him because of how he was treating me, and I didn't want to have the baby, I should have just walked away. But see, ADHD, I'm going off into other shit. So they get me in a car. I'm in a car. I'm like, y'all finna take me to the county. I can't go to the county. No. County. So I didn't know how like the protocol went when you get locked up, all that. So they took me to the 25th district station or whatever. So I get there. It's just like, it's crazy. Like that situation changed me. It calmed me down. Like all that crash out shit went out the window, y'all, because I was one of those people that I don't do shit to people unless they do something to me. And when they do something to me, I go to the extreme. And the fact that I went to the extreme and ended up losing something that meant so much to me, it calmed me the fuck down. It's like I have to change. So it's like when they put them handcuffs in your hands, like your freedom is instantly gone. They don't give a fuck what you in there for. They look at you like a criminal. They don't give a fuck who you is, none of that shit. So I'm in a station. I ended up seeing one of my friends' mama in there. I was so motherfucking happy. I'm steady crying. I'm just crying. And they kept telling me, you gotta calm down. I couldn't stop crying, y'all. I was just in distraught. I couldn't believe this was happening to me. Like, this is really happening to me. Like, I'm really in jail right now. Like, what the fuck is going on, y'all? Like, let me stop it right here. We're gonna get back to part 4. Yeah, I know. After 10 minutes, gotta reapply some. Like, yeah, I don't know what. Like, these big lips require so much. But I left out by saying, like, I got to the 25th district and I ran into my friend mama. A friend that I kind of grew up with. Her mama worked there at that station, and she ended up seeing me. Of course, she couldn't give me no special treatment, but it just felt good to see somebody that was there. I was there from like 1 p.m. that day to the next morning. They came, the Tahoe came and got us early that morning, like I think around 5-6 in the morning. So I was in a cell on that hard ass, what's the name, cold as fuck, hearing people fart, bitches fart, all type of stuff going on. My friend mama, she was about to offer me a sandwich, but she already knew I wasn't finna eat that bitch. I'm like, hell no, I don't want that shit. I'm not finna eat that nasty ass shit. So I was there all night tossing and turning. I just couldn't believe this was happening to me. I was able to talk to my I had made all my little calls. They gave me my little 3 calls. I had called my mama. I think I only made 2 calls. I had called my mama, and then I called my son daddy, telling him to remember to do something for my son at school the next day, and blah blah blah. So long story short, next day Tahoe come get us. Now at this point they already know that I'm a Cook County sheriff, so they in the door telling me like, don't be telling these girls who I am, because you just never know. So I'm in the Tahoe. We on our way to the domestic court on 555 West Harrison. I'm listening to all the stories of why these bitches in here. I'm like, oh my God. And it's like, and then it was these bitches constantly get locked up. I'm like, this not me. I'm just sitting back chilling, not seeing why I'm in that motherfucker, whatever. So we get to the domestic court. They instantly, when they knew who I was, they pulled me to the side. The officers, they put me in a room with them. They, they heard my story. They kind of believed me, because when you in the academy, it's so crazy. They tell you not to do this, not to do that. They say it's going to be one person that get fired for domestic, one person that get fired for just a whole bunch of other shit. And they was just like, if you in a toxic relationship, leave. My dumb ass did not listen to that dumb ass shit. In a toxic relationship, ended up losing my motherfucking job. Well, I hadn't lost my job at that point yet, but they kind of like, they believed my story. So they ended up, comforting me, like giving me food. I had, talked to all the people I needed, waited for me the time to see the judge. The way that they wrote the police report, they didn't even want to give me an album. The police report was so dirty. The way them police, it's so crazy, when I told my baby daddy, that was my nigga at the time, what the report was saying, he was like, I ain't tell them none of that. Like, they wrote that report up so bogus. They made it seem like I was the worst motherfucking criminal in the world. They ain't even want to give me an album, but the people, somebody knew somebody that knew somebody, and they was able to still give me an album. Ended up getting out around 4 o'clock. I stank so motherfucking bad, child. Like, I hadn't gotten the tub that day. I'm just doing too much, telling y'all too much. I stank. I couldn't wait to get out there and motherfucking go get in the shower. I had been up early, naked as fuck the day before, in jail all day, all night, all type of shit. Hadn't even gotten in the shower. I'm just stanky. I got out, go get my phone from the station, open the phone, turn the phone on. This nigga calling me, telling me how he's sorry. He ended up explaining himself. He said he did not think it was gonna go like that. He thought it was like back in the day. He was trying to teach me a lesson, and he was gonna be able to come get me out the jail. He claimed that he went up to the station to try to get me out. They like, no, it don't work like that no more. I'm like, nigga, I don't work for Walmart. You can't be calling the police on the police. You can't do that. So at this point, they automatically gotta come retrieve my gun, all that. They gave me a court date for the following day, so I can't go back to work. I had to go back to work that following day. They instantly put me on desk duty. Go on desk duty. I'm pregnant. Desk duty was actually like smooth as hell. I was enjoying that shit. I was on desk duty for about 2 months, y'all, and we was constantly like wondering like what they was gonna do with my case. They was supposed to investigate. I hadn't made my year. I was almost about to make my year. I hadn't made my year, so the union could not save me. They could not fight for me. And then like the people that was trying to help me, they was telling me like the way that report is what fucked me over. The way they wrote that report up, it fucked me over to the point they didn't even want to investigate. So one day, them people came down to the Daily Center, came up to the place where they had, I was working in little bubbles, little hubs and stuff, on desk duty. I seen the motherfuckers walk through the door. I already knew what time it was. They called me in the office and they let me go. I cried so motherfucking hard, y'all. I cried so hard. I just couldn't believe. I just knew God was going to, and I'm not blaming God. I just knew that a miracle was going to happen. They was going to investigate. I knew they didn't have to, but I'm just knowing they was going to look at the cameras and see what happened and have some type of, you know, mercy on me. Like, I know I fucked up. I know my position. I know I wasn't supposed to be in no situation where, you know, I'm held to a higher standard. I shouldn't be arguing with nobody. I shouldn't be doing this. So that shit crushed me. Fortunately, I was with a nigga that had some money. He's well off. So of course I was good. As soon as he heard that I got fired, he ran straight home to me and gave me a whole bunch of money. Like, and from then on, he just kept shooting me money every week, every time I needed something. That's one thing I will say. Like, I was straight financially, but that shit just, if it just fucked up our bond even more, because it's like, I don't know, y'all. Soon as they fired me from the job, yeah, he was helping me financially, but that motherfucker instantly started walking me like a dog. It's like he knew. She pregnant. She ain't got this job no more. This bitch played with me. I'm about to walk this bitch like a dog. She need me. She ain't going no motherfucking right. And you guess what? I needed him. I lost my job. I'm pregnant. No income coming in. Yes, I ended up getting on unemployment. Am I saying it right? Unemployment or whatever. I ended up getting unemployment. You know, that didn't last as long, but that unemployment still wasn't enough. So he still, you know, had to make sure I was good. And you know, when most niggas, when they think you need them, they gonna play with you. That motherfucker, I started getting bigger, because if we was doing good at the beginning of my pregnancy, he was loving on me, he was doing what he was supposed to do. We still was like Rocky. We was doing pig outs. I was getting big as fuck. And just, I don't know. Towards the end, like the last 2 months of my pregnancy, that nigga started leaving me in the house, y'all. You know, I'm the type of person, you know, I'm already pregnant, so I'm already an emotional woman. And the pregnancy just made me more emotional. I still had this I don't give a fuck attitude. And then he still made sure I was good financially, so I wasn't as stressed as most women probably would have been. Like, I was in the house comfortable, watching TV all day, didn't have to get up, and when I did get up, you know, I had everything I need. He made sure I was good financially. But when it came down to them off days, that motherfucker was going outside and leaving me in the house, and then come the last off day, he'd try to, you know, he like, shit, I already did my big one the day before. You either come on and let's do some family shit, or fuck down. And at that point, I'm on some shit, fuck you, crying and shit, and he still leave out the house on the second off day, just dog walking me. And I kept telling him, I'm saying, I'm gonna have this baby. And once I had this baby and get back on my motherfucking feet, you already know I was still on some tit for tat shit. I said, I'm going to get you back, and I'm going to leave you. He wasn't trying to hit none of that shit. Bitch, you're pregnant. You can't do shit right now. So towards the when it got close to my due date, and we found out I had to, you know, get induced or whatever, I get in. They give my induced date. That week before my induced day, he started trying to be nice, bringing flowers in the house, talking about I'm fiery, because I guess he know. He like, because he know how I can get. Like, yeah, bitch, you got me crying right now. But when I get back on my feet, I'm about to walk you like a dog too, bitch. So I see y'all invested. So let's start on part 5. Let me take this shot real quick, because this shit is crazy. So, part 5 is going to be a little different, because what I left off at was basically explaining how I was at the end of my pregnancy and he was starting to try to get it right. And then I went into labor. I'm not going to go too much in detail. I'm not going to go into details with that, because I actually have a story time on there. Y'all can scroll down on my TikTok page and you can see, actually, that's actually part 5. But this part 5, like I said, part 5 gonna be a little different. So if y'all want to see the rest of that, the rest of the story to the part where he started trying to get right, because I actually supposed to did story time a year ago. So it was a girl actually on my TikTok that just reminded me that I needed to do story time. So that's why I'm really doing story time, because so much shit still didn't transpire in my life that I can't even stick to one thing and focus, you know. So again, go down on my TikTok, and you're gonna see I'm in my room, well, in my apartment, and I'm laying on my bed. You're gonna see the big ass headboard and my hair all over my head, and I'm just gonna be explaining everything. That post actually went viral. Some of y'all watching this probably seen that. So help the people that's in the comments head over to that what's the name. So I seen some of the comments before I started making this story time. I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes my brain get a little cloudy. I'm not good with telling stories when it comes to the camera. Like, you gotta be in front of me. Like, I'm just this is a lot. It's going back to this. It's still touchy, y'all. What was one of the things that I seen? So I seen somebody say that they thought it was an inmate. No. Y'all really think I would work a job like that and fuck with it? I know there's been CEOs that did shit like that, but come on now. Some of y'all know me. And if you don't know me, you watch my TikToks. Do I look like the person that's gonna go and work a job like that and fuck with an inmate? He was another CEO. And do not let this deter you from being a CEO. Me being a CEO, correctional officer, had nothing to do with why I cheated. It just so happened I found somebody in the county at that job. Had I been working somewhere else and was ready to start cheating, I would have probably met somebody else, you know, and then it would have went how it went or whatever. But I made almost my most money, because I ain't gonna lie, this hair shit, I ain't gonna lie, during COVID, I made so much money. So the county, I ain't gonna lie, if you wanna be a CEO and you wanna make some money, that's literally one of the best high paying jobs right now. If you know somebody a CEO, they got some money. They got some money. And if they don't know how to manage their money. Them 16-hour shifts, for one, I started off at 29 point something. Overtime was 45 an hour. So I was a bitch. If you know me, I'm a bitch that work. So the county, one thing about it, they let you work as much as you want, baby. If you want to work at the county. Like CNAs, people that like to work, if you really want to go work a job and really not do shit, go be a correctional officer. You're going to make your most money ever. One of my checks, I wouldn't even lie to y'all, I went exempt on that ass. They was not about to text me. I'm going off into some other shit, that's the ADHD shit, but I have to respond to some of the comments. I made $7,000 on one check going exempt. So you do the math. If you was a person that could do 365 days of the year, even though your body won't allow you to do it, but at least majority of the year, what you think you're gonna make? How about go exempt the whole year? Even though you're supposed to not do that, but go exempt the whole entire year. What you think even if you don't go exempt, what you think you're gonna make? Don't let my situation deter you, because I ain't gonna lie. I still technically could clear my name. All I got is an arrest. He did not press charges. All I got is an arrest. Outside of my toxic relationship, I'm a hard-working ass woman. I'm a good ass mother. Even the people in the county will tell you, all I did was come there. I didn't come there to play. I came there to work. The inmates will tell you, the CEOs will tell you, I came there to work. I came there to get some money. I was working. I was doing 16s all the time. Like, as soon as I got out of the county, baby, they was in that. People was like, "What you trying to buy?" I was in that bitch working. So yeah, if you was thinking about being a CEO, go be a CEO. I still want to go be one. I'm thinking about just starting over, clearing my name, clearing that arrest. I don't want to go through being a rookie again, but if I have to, I will. I just know now, I ain't gonna lie, if you're gonna take up on that job, do not, I kid you not, get away from negative people, get away from negative environments. They're gonna tell you all this in the academy, but I'm telling you, listen to me. Take the advice from me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was one of those people that I was mindful of where I went, who I was around, but I just had a toxic ass relationship that I was in love. I ain't gonna lie. money is the root of all evil. If you know me, I'm a bitch that get money. I'm a bitch that don't man work. But this was the first time I was with, ooh, that shot is getting to me, y'all. I'm a bitch that did everything for myself my whole entire life. Like, well, not my since I've been an adult. Like, my first baby daddy, I did everything. Like, so now I'm with a man that's taking care of everything financially. So he put me in this. He disabled me. He not enabled me. He put me in this comfortable space of, damn, I ain't gotta work. Like, he would tell me, like, you don't want to go to work today, you ain't got to. I'll pay you for your day. He was that type of nigga. Like, he didn't play about me when it came to financial. I was good. It's not that I needed him. It's just like, ooh, I never had this. I could take a break. I always was a woman that worked doubles, had 2 jobs. I love money. I never scammed. I've attempted to scam, but I never scammed. I always worked for anything, like whether it was expensive, designer. I always worked for the things that I have. I always believe in, if you want something, work for it. I don't care how much you gotta work for it. Work. If you want something, get it. So I will work. So now I'm with this man that like, you ain't gotta work. You want this? Get it. You can have it. So I ain't gonna lie. Last year was like finally the year that I finally just walked away, like got my shit together. I've been trying to get my shit together, but I ain't gonna lie, like I said, that money, like every time I call myself leaving him, he'll be like, I do this for you, I do that for you. And I'll be like, I'm a bitch that always had everything my way, and I didn't believe in starting from the bottom again. I didn't want to start from the bottom again, so it's just like, man, I'm just gonna settle for this. Because no lie, the guy that I cheated with, I actually fell in love with him. I still kind of fuck with him. I ain't gonna lie, I still love. I love him, y'all. I love my baby daddy, but me and my baby daddy, we just 2 firecrackers. Like, I bring out the best and worst side of him. He bring out the best and worst side of me. It was an experience. I learned a lot from him, business-wise. Like, so much. Like, outside of the toxic shit, he's a great man. Like, he's a man that know how to go get some money. He's into property. He cut hair. Like, you ever seen a barber? Like, barbers don't make as much. Like, you ain't got too many barbers. I'm talking about, like, normal people. Like, in the hood. You ain't only gonna see about 10, 20 heads at the most. We talking about a barber that got 30, 50 heads a day. Then he got a thing called jump line. So you pay double to get in front of, triple to get in front of a motherfucker type shit. He was getting some money. Not only get some money, just how he moved. He wasn't flashy when I met him. Like, he just was laid back. He was always at work. He was so much alike, so much alike. I know I'm probably like throwing y'all off a little bit. I'm a little tipsy. This little shot just did something to me, but I'm still finna go into details. I gotta get into details about the guy too, cause I still kept fucking with the nigga. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, it's something about that nigga. I just couldn't stop fucking with him. But I would only fuck with him when, you know, shit, he'll do some weird ass shit, and it's like, this is who I actually want to be with. I'm really over here trying to make this funny shit work because we just had a baby, and it's like I didn't want to want to rob my daughter of a family. Like, this is what we laid down and made purposely. So it's like I kept trying to, like, you know,